Morning. Thanks for joining us for the News 12 FastCast. I'm Nick Proto. It's 7:30 on our Wednesday, July 31st. Students in Columbia County heading back to the classroom next week, but for those attending the new Westmont Elementary School on Oakley-Perkle Road, there is still some uncertainty. Crews say they are still finishing up last-minute touches before that first day. Because of this, the open house that was supposed to be this week moved to Sunday. That's the day before class starts at the school. Now, when students come to Westmont Elementary next week, they'll be in a brand new school building, but work seems to be coming down to the wire to finish it in time. For now, construction crews are still working on last-minute projects. One mom we spoke to says it's not only her child's first day of 4th grade at a new school, but in a new state, too, adding to the anxiety. But another says even though her son won't have his schedule memorized with the open house the day before, she has full faith in the school system.
Give them a little bit of grace, just take a deep breath and just try to calm down, and hopefully it'll, even if they're not completely ready, we have to start sending them to school. So I think it'll calm down in probably a week or two, but just have a little extra patience because I know these teachers are probably stressed out.
The school system says the school will be ready for students to come on Monday. Let's take a look at a couple of open houses happening the rest of the week here. We know 2 in Columbia County. Elementary schools hold theirs tomorrow from 5 to 7. And then, as I just mentioned, Westmont's got pushed till Sunday afternoon because of construction. Elementary schools in Richmond County going to have theirs tomorrow as well from noon to 6. Jefferson County's Carver Elementary School and Louisville Academy will be today. Lincoln County also having theirs today from 4:30 to 6 before they start on Friday. If I didn't name your district just now, don't worry. We have all of them listed up on our website, wrdw.com. And the end of summer vacation just around the corner as we're talking about open houses. In South Carolina, Barnwell, Allendale, and Saluda counties start their new school year tomorrow. Jefferson, Jenkins, Emmanuel, and Washington go back in Georgia tomorrow as well. When the first day of school comes, we would love to see you send us some photos. You can scan this code right there on your screen. That'll take you to our website where you could submit those first day pictures. 3 years. That's how long construction crews have been working on the Furious Ferry road widening project. Cars backed up to no end and construction crews still digging out. It's continuing to cause lane closures along the road, and with the project standing at about 70% done right now, you can expect more lane closures on your daily commutes. So, what's been the holdup? Engineering Services Director Kyle Titus says it's the weather and supply chain demands. Not only is the delay impacting drivers, business owners are feeling it too.
People who are used to coming home this way may be taking a different route home, so they're not passing by us and not stopping in. So definitely hurts business that way.
The engineering director says the project is expected to be done by 2026. He also says Columbia County is working with the school district to make sure lane closures aren't an issue around school drop-off and pickup times. Right now, there are still lane closures in effect as part of the road widening project from 9 until 4 every day until next Friday, August 9th. You can expect lane closures on these roads here: Blackstone Camp, Sullivan Hartfield, Malone Way, and Oleander Drive. Drivers should expect delays and drive with caution. The city of Augusta's mayor being put under the microscope after growing concerns of his spending habits. Mayor Garnett Johnson is asking for reimbursement for his personal credit card with a price tag topping $40,000. Mayor Johnson brought this up at committee yesterday. The big reimbursement that came up deals with the mayor's visit to the White House in May for a state dinner. City leaders raised concerns on why the mayor was using his personal credit cards for government business.
I would never lessen my integrity by submitting a receipt based on some personal use or credit cards that I don't own. Do you think I would jeopardize my credibility by doing that?
City leaders will talk about whether the mayor should be using a city-issued credit card at their next Finance Committee meeting. New developments coming for one of Augusta's historical markers honoring Emily Tubman. Commission now moving forward with plans to repair the Emily S. Tubman Monument after a car ran into it, knocking down 4 pillars 2 years ago. City leaders say the full repair cost is $135,000. Insurance will cover $25,000. Another $25,000 is coming from the Porter Fleming grant, and $100,000 is coming from the Local Assistance and Tribal Consistency Fund. The Burke County Sheriff is asking for more money for his department. Sheriff Alfonso Williams says the budget request is to help with hiring, training, and employee retention. But some county leaders are pushing back, mentioning the recent removal of Gregory T. Coursey from the front of the building sign without seeking the board's approval.
The commission voted to put names on there. The name is still on. The name is still on.
The name is still there. The building has not been renamed. And I just remind the commission that the commission doesn't pay to have the grass cut, the commission doesn't vote to have it cleaned, and I asked this commission to repay me in the budget the $60,000, and y'all wouldn't pay the $60,000 to fix the air conditioning. So the commission...
You don't want our maintenance people in your building.
That is not true.
In the end, commissioners did not vote on the budget last night. We now know the name of a pedestrian who died in Tennell, and we'll get to that in just a second here. But first, the Telfair street trees, also a topic once more for city leaders. Many people we heard from don't want them cut down in a downtown road project. City leaders asked the Augusta engineering director why they can't preserve the trees like Charleston and Savannah. A clear answer was not given. Now, we caught up with the city's tree commission afterwards. The group is responsible for evaluating city plans and giving suggestions to the Garden City so that that identity sticks around. The chairman tells us the community's concerns could have been avoided if the commission stepped in and did more.
Unfortunately, they should have gotten a consulting arborist in from the beginning so he could be involved with the planning and the design of what they were going to do.
The Augusta engineering director says his team is listening to concerns while continuing construction. His team will also evaluate the trees and construction methods to see if some changes can be made. We now know the name of a pedestrian who died in Tennell after getting hit by a car last week on Thursday. Officers say the victim is 32-year-old Nathaniel Brantley. They say Brantley was walking in the middle of Georgia Highway 68 that morning when he was hit by a pickup truck. Washington County deputies pronounced Brantley dead on the scene. Heads up, there's going to be a walk-in Wednesday job fair for the Richmond County school system today. Hiring managers and recruiters will be on hand to meet people interested in working for the school system. That's from 2 to 5 at the central office on Broad Street in downtown Augusta. Let's send things over to First Alert meteorologist Emily Acton now. Emily, we've got some heat advisories in effect in our area.
Yeah, we do. That'll go until 8 p.m. tonight. And not everybody's under this heat advisory, but we're all going to see temperatures feel like the triple digits. So just kind of be prepared for that, even though if your county's not under this orange color here indicating a heat advisory, it is still going to be hot in your area throughout the day today. Starting off dry, not having any concerns there. We might see an isolated shower as we go throughout the afternoon, but overall a lot drier than what we have been seeing the past couple of days, even into the past week or so. 106 going to be the feels like temperature this afternoon. Tomorrow and Friday, 107. Once we get into the weekend, we'll feel a little bit better out there near that 100-degree mark for us. But looking at the next 7 days, it definitely feels like summer. Summer is still here as we enter the first week of August. We're going to see those rain chances come into play for the weekend due to some tropical moisture that has the potential to move into our area. Once we get into the start of next week, we'll be close 94, partly cloudy sky conditions. Overnight lows going to be in those lower to middle 70s. But that's your News 12 FastCast. Here's the 7-day for the remainder of the time. Hope to see you guys at midday.